So welcome. This is our Wednesday kind of Zoom. This is the last day of the month, and so I'm going to set my timer to keep us on track. And so it was, yeah. I mean, it was June. July was kind of can be challenging, but also it can be successful depending upon what your goals are. So we have not really talked in like 2 weeks because of Zoom problems and those kind of things. So, what was your what did you if you remember, what did you promise that you said you were going to do, and how well you went through with that?
I have mine right here. I still haven't done my Facebook Live stuff, but I was going to do a Coach Explore, and I did do that, and I'm going to follow up with her tomorrow.
Okay. So, what do you think is your challenge for that? What's your fear?
I don't like speaking publicly anyway, so then to do it on Facebook Live is just, I don't know, terrifies me.
So make your setting private so no one sees it, or to just one person, just to get that hump of getting comfortable with it. And then next time, and you can talk about anything. You don't have to talk about talk about the kid, your anything you feel like, kind of thing, just to get that practice going on.
Yeah.
And make it, and then just kind of say, okay, I'm going to do that, keep doing that till I feel comfortable. Then I'll open it up to friends, and I'll open it up to public, kind of thing. So
I was thinking tomorrow's my 3rd anniversary. 3 years ago tomorrow I started a program. So I was thinking that would be a good time.
So yeah, talk about what it was like before and what it's like now. Just kind of that gratitude. And so yeah. So Tammy, can you remember what you said?
Mine was more conversations, and I can't remember what the other one was, because I know we had a Coach Explore, but I'm definitely got a lot of tips like from conference. So to do conversations is, I know I missed a lot of birthdays from when we were gone last week because I didn't get on Facebook at all, or much. So I'm going to go back to all those people and just say sorry, I was out of town, and it gave me a lot of ideas to start. So I have a big list of people to talk conversations.
Yeah.
So, and I know that's going to help.
Yeah, just setting, say I'm just going to do 3 to 5 a day, or I'll send 15 minutes a day, and just kind of work. Yeah, I found out mine because during the conference I didn't do my conversations either. I did the posting, but I didn't do conversations, and so yeah, I don't know. I don't know who Galaxy Note 9 is. I forget. I don't know who.
It's Dawn.
Hey, Dawn. I see your glasses, and that's about all I saw. So,
it's Dawn.
I'm gonna rename you. So, yeah. Hi. So.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm gonna change that, Dawn. Okay. Awesome. Yay. Hey, Dave and Kim. Welcome.
Hey.
Hello.
So, guys, we're going to talk about what. So, who would like to go first about talk about their some tips or things that you came out of conference? And so, because this is for not only for Chris, but all people who want to watch this recording afterwards. For me, I mean, let me go first. I mean, so I think a couple of things. One thing was the mindset of this, and they talk about who are the 5 leaders you'd like to have on your team. If you of all these people you saw on stage, or people who come on Zooms, or this kind of things, what are their attributes? What are the things that you like about them? So start looking for people like that in your life, looking for people who have those attributes and sponsoring up for that. So that's how you kind of draw those folks. Because if you don't, you're going to take whoever has that comes along, versus being kind of focused on where you want to be. It's like seeking, you'll find. Are you seeking those folks? So who else would like to share something for the conference commission?
Well, I can. One thing I've been always worried about is what people think about me, right? So putting stuff on Facebook, and so I'm trying to do better showing my life out loud. So I'm starting to take more pictures of myself, putting it out there, which I never ever did before. And because they said if people aren't, if they're not going to follow you or delete you or something, then that's about them. That's not about me, right? And the people are following and they're not necessarily saying anything because they don't really want to put themselves out by liking all your transformation posts, thinking that somebody else thinks that they might need to. Mm-hmm. So not worry about what other people think. Just work on what I want for my clients and for me and my family. And just getting out there and work and not worry about it because they don't pay my bills, right?
Yes.
So
exactly. I mean, yes, the one line from that was, I remember they said, look at your news feed. Are you attracting someone that would someone be attracted to what you're posting?
Right.
Kind of thing. Who are you attracting? Would you be attracted to that post? Would that be so? And who the people you're seeking, would they be attracted to that post? That news feed. So yeah.
Because it's a lifestyle transformation. It's not just a diet, right? So it's showing people there's all the other aspects of it, not just losing weight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm guilty of not sharing that enough myself too. That's one thing I'm aware of too. So, how about the dynamic duo?
Hey there. We actually been brainstorming and writing down what we each took away. Number one is anyone can do this business. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter because we've seen every person from every walk of life, and there was no cookie cutter type person. It was just like anybody can do it. Number two is kind of like what Tammy just said. It's not just a weight loss program. It's a business opportunity. And I know we didn't look at it like that before. We always wanted to get clients that we could help lose the weight. And that was our main focus. We weren't focused on people that need a business opportunity like the young lady you had speak to us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And one of the biggest ones of all was the only way to fail at this business is to quit. That really rocked our world because, you really think about that. That's really a deep statement. But it's a true statement. Kim, you want to do a couple?
Well, I know whenever we got ready to leave, I had a shirt that I had bought a long time ago, and it said, anything is possible. And I looked at Cynthia and I said, this is one of my takeaways. Mm. When you actually see people walking across that stage that have, that are there already, they have made it possible. And, if they can do it, anybody else can do it. Anything's possible. And also that it's a gift that we have to offer people. As far as the weight loss, that's a gift because there's so many people looking for something that works, and then also the business opportunity part is a gift that, we can share with people and not, just because we want them to succeed. What else did we write down? We talked about just like you said, I think you said, or somebody said that if you could just, start out by 15 minutes a day, so that you're not overwhelmed with everything. Just if you could 15 minutes a day, work on something, try to get your post in, your conversation started, your 3x3x3, and just if you can work a little bit every day instead of it, thinking you have to put a whole lot of time per day. So
I think Dr. A said it, turn one page a day.
There you go. Yes.
So, just one thing a day. That was it.
We really enjoyed all the speakers. I mean, it seemed like they had a lot of good information, and
they were real people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They weren't a paid actor to stand up there and tell us something, for the company. They were real people.
And a lot of different challenges. A lot of different.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dawn, can you hear me, Dawn?
Yes.
So what are your thoughts?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh gosh, I wrote pages of stuff. One thing that stuck out to me was, even if you don't feel like doing it, do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am very busy and I get tired and I'm like, I don't feel like messing with this today, and so I don't. So that was one thing that kind of resonated with me a little bit. Avoiding the radio station WIIFM was kind of stuck with me too, because I'm like, I really do think, with my clients that I do make it about them, and, I'm all about them. But sometimes when I approach, when I start thinking about getting a coach, I'm like, okay, how's this going to help me to get this coach in? If I would just stop looking at it that way and think, how would it benefit them to become a coach?
Right.
I might get a different result. So that was important. Loving people more than the process. Sometimes I'm pretty strategic, and sometimes I get bottled up in the steps of doing something and lose focus of the end result.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty good. And the be intentional about thinking about today. What I could talk to somebody about today could be the thing that changes their life.
Oh yeah.
So that kind of made an impact on me as well.
I don't think you got to.
So.
I had one of the coaches come talk to the group, Erica, and she was at one of the coaching trainings, and she struggled to get there, but then after we had talked, and all I did was help her find her why. And on that next year, she brought in over 50 coaches, and it was just that one conversation. So you never know what that one conversation is going to be. And I just got a text today from a couple that I met on the airplane down when we came down to the 10X, and I was asking them business related, and I was asking them about their why. And we have not really talked since that conversation. And she texted me today. She goes, I'm sorry, I've not been responding because I've been just kind of following up saying, how you doing? She says, it's funny, we talk about you all the time, and about, people talk about the why, and so you never know what one conversation is going to set someone up for change. That when you don't, like you said, Todd, Don, when you say that when you don't make it about you, when you make it about them and what's going to help them move forward, then you make a bigger impact. And that Erica, who that coach, she's really something I didn't know. She said before she started program and coaching, she did not have hopes and dreams. She had wants. I want to be able to pay my bills. I want to be able to, have my kids safe. I want to be able to do that. And she said I could not even get to dreaming, kind of thing. And so to be able to coaching was that she's Hispanic, and she says that whole community needs this program. She's very funny about, you gringos, you all, she's like, this, but all my family, Latinos need this program. They need the financial, they need the health, they need all that kind of stuff. So she was very, very sweet to so happy she got to talk to the group. So whose story spoke out to you, you connected with during that time?
I think Amber and Jared's
Uh-huh.
was pretty good. Just how they struggled getting to convention and where they came from. That was pretty inspiring story.
Yes, they went from bankruptcy to now they're presidential, making a lot of money, missing a lot of lives. Great, making a huge impact, kind of thing. Dave, do you have anybody?
Yeah, that's what we were just saying. I think it was Tiffany.
Yeah,
She spoke, and I mean, it was just, she's a fireball. And she really had a lot of great things and, takeaways. So we enjoyed her them probably as well as anybody.
yeah, yeah.
And
Tim?
Corey Baker,
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was really, really good.
Yeah,
And how he really said that $500 a month, can change someone's whole, view, or just $500 a month, if they can make an extra 500.
Sorry.
the ringtone.
You can play harmonica?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so they used to say that could keep someone out of bankruptcy,
Right.
from losing a house, kind of thing. So, yeah. So, Tammy, do you have anybody that?
I don't know if anyone in particular. I mean, they were all really good, but what I liked is just standing in line, talking to people. Like, we'd ask people, we'd ask if they'd been there before, and then they would give us really good tips and, soak it all in. And then once you get back home, take it into action and do the work, right? So, but everybody was so friendly. It was just so nice. And then two of the people, we didn't even know that two different people we talked in line that were together were recognized as globals online, but they didn't act like that. I mean, they were just down to earth, ready to help people. They didn't say anything like that, but they were there to support us with it, whether they knew us or not, right?
Yeah.
So everybody was just so friendly and we're willing to help. Even at the airport, where we're sitting there all day waiting for our plane, talking to different people, and it was just great.
I had a long conversation with the event manager for the Gaylord that was in charge of all that, the whole thing, and she said it was the biggest group that they'd ever had on a property, but it was also she'd never had so many thank yous to the staff. And thank you for doing this. Thank you for what you do. Da, da, da. And so our whole culture is really went through well. So. But yeah, but we're all going to Bahamas, right?
Yes.
Chris, right?
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
you ready for Bahama?
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Okay. So, any questions or thoughts or?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So, any other any questions that we can for the group or anything? Before we go into what you say you're going to do this for this week, what's your actions you promise to do? You want to hope you're held accountable for. So.
Okay, so I have a question and what I'm going to do this week.
Perfect.
So I'm on the website, and I don't see where the new book is to order it. Like, where is it?
It won't, for most people, for everybody, it won't come out till tomorrow. For you as a coach, it was under, you have to go to your,
Okay.
as you did your coach, as you sign up for your food, you'd go to shop and then coach things. But for tomorrow, it's available to everybody else. But the good part is anybody who ordered a kit or ordered a kit or those kind of previous clients, they would get that new book automatically right now.
Great.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. So Don,
Yeah, I just don't see it. I've flip through it, all of it.
Don, Kim, and I couldn't find it either. We ended up buying ours at the convention.
Yeah, the website's not the greatest. It's just, I'd had high hopes for it, but didn't. Okay, so what challenges, what successes, what do you want to do this week and be accountable for? And it could be, you set the goal. It doesn't matter. It could be small. It could be big. Whatever you want. Yeah.
I'm hoping to sign up one coach.
Awesome. So what are the actions you plan? So you can't, the action is really the win. So what's the action? How many conversations are you going to, how many invites are you going to have for this week how many to people to explore coaching, would you say?
Well, I've already been working with, her name's Glenda, and I'm really hoping that, just finishing our conversation with her, I'm going to do a celebration call with her, with Tammy, and, hopefully that will
Awesome.
have her ready. She wants to do it, and she's going to be good. And just, and she needs it more for financial as well right now, just to pay for her fuelings. She loves program. She's been on it for almost 4 months, and she's doing awesome and truly believes in the program, but financially kind of struggles with buying the food. So she's ready to pay it forward. So
Awesome. Tammy, what's your
Ann and I are going to meet tomorrow after work to go over our notes and make a plan. And then next week, Chris and Ann and I are all going to get together and put plans together. And one of the things that Ann and I talked about is doing that 2, 4, 6, 8 process. That was
I love that.
We're going to work. That's our plan, is to follow that process and do that every day. And then next week, work with Chris on client celebration, either client celebration calls or just client calls where we do 3-way calls. There's a couple people that I have in mind that I want Chris and I to work on together. So
awesome.
Work on that. So lots of work to do.
Dave, yes, sir.
I have a question. Tammy, what's the 2, 4, 6, and 8?
There's a process on the boot camp. It's 2 quality posts, being authentic, 4 Facebook stories, whether it be before, after, quotes, polls, that type of thing. 6 connections, where you go and like or comment on different people's posts. And then 8 and 10 are more the contents, and then just start the relationship building with everybody. But definitely no scrolling news feeds, because I do have a tendency of doing that. So I'm going to go out and seek people that, because there's some people we see all the time on our Facebook. I'm going to go seek the people that I'm not seeing because they're not seeing me, and make posts, comments on theirs.
Okay, thank you.
Put a video on it under the Last Momentum Boot Camp that talks about that too.
Okay.
Dave and Kim.
I was thinking while you were saying that, I would say we'll commit to spending, at least 30 minutes an evening on this business. And, we all talked about time and how much time we actually have, but we're going to start off with 30 minutes every evening and make 2 phone calls every night.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, perfect.
Offer them the opportunity.
Yeah. Or just make relationship. Just
Yeah.
2 phone calls of making a relationship.
Yes.
Calling friends, how you been? Has been, kind of thing, and make it easy.
Yes.
So Dawn. I don't know if I lost you or not, Dawn. Dawn, so what do you want to commit to this week?
Did you say Dawn?
Yep. Yes.
Sorry, I keep getting kicked off and back on because my internet's so bad. I live in the middle of nowhere. I have 2 people that I have time scheduled to talk to about Coach Explore this week. So I'm going to do that. Cynthia kind of gave me some pointers and sent me some things last night. So I'm doing that this week, and I am really working on my first client. She still has not posted any side-by-side pictures, so I'm really pushing her to do that for me, because she just recently moved to Tennessee, so that could open up a whole new world for me if she would do that. So I'm really trying to encourage her to do that. And I am hoping to get my map completed.
Awesome. Yeah, that's right. We're working on our map too. So yes, for sure, to work on your map and send it to I am going to be back to doing 3 posts a day, 10 conversations, and probably 5 friend requests a day. So the what else I was going to say? Ask you. So perfect. Sounds great. I mean, for your friend, your client, you might even suggest, Dawn, you might say, if I write something up for you, a before and after, can I and give it to you? Would you post that? And just a profile face picture. Doesn't have to be full body, just be a face, because you can often see that difference in the face. And it makes it easier. And for your internet, what you can do is you can turn off your video, and the audio takes less data, and sometimes that makes it much easier to stay on. So awesome. I think we're done. And
Sorry, I got kicked out again. I heard you start.
So for your client, so you could say, let me write something, your before and after, what it was like before, what it's like now. I'll write it for you. You tag me. And how about just a face picture? And then you post it, kind of thing. See if she'll do that. And for the internet, if you turn off your video and just leave the audio on, you may not get bumped out as much. So, but I think, so anything else? Any other questions, suggestions, hopes, dreams, salutations? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you guys are going to rock it. I know it. And we'll see you next week. But thanks. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.